Octavio's puppet show's about to start at any minute. So grab your friends and call your parents, 'cause one thing is for certain: turn that frown upside down. You don't need that where we're going, 'cause we'll be playing games all day and talk until the morning.
Let me tell you a short story about our lovely host today.
He once was very lonely and played puppets every day.
They gathered around a silent crowd. They knew not what to say.
But since you're here, it's very clear those days have gone away. Octavio's puppet show's about to start at any minute.
Hey, hey! Stage is set, the lights are out. He'll be here in a moment.
Hey, hey!
Turn that frown upside down. You don't need that where we're going.
Hey, hey! Welcome to the greatest puppet show in all the planet. Octavio's Puppet Show. Hey, hey! Octavio's Puppet Show. Hey, hey! Octavio's Puppet Show.
Octavio.
Octavio's Puppet Show.
Hello? Wait, where's the chat? Where's the chat? Where is it? It's not showing up. But hello, everybody. What's going on? It is I, the opulent, octatonic, operatic puppeteer from Bounty Hunter Unit ARMIS of HOLOSTARS English. My name starts with an O and ends with an O. My name is Octavio. Hello. Did you like it? Did you like it? Did you like it? Wow, my voice is still, I haven't used my voice today so far, so did you like it? It's very deep right now. It's so deep. So dark, so dark, so deep. Did you like it? There's no secret to find. The void and the shine. A perfect design. Do you still want to cross the line? You were mine from the start. Come without your heart. Watch me tear you apart. Yeah. Now that's the octave lower version. In the dark, all the lights know my name. But yeah, we just released my newest original song called Tear You Apart. Composed by Octavio, arranged by Octavio, lyrics written by Octavio, mixing done by Octavio, right? And for the music video, art done by Myth Maru, and music video itself done by Shin. And also the puppeting, you know, the animation of the illustration, also done by Shin. Let's go. So, nice. It's a nice, like, simple music video that I think would just work for the slower vibe of the song. I didn't want it to be extremely complicated with, like, individual letters showing up, like, bam, 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 bam. There's no secret to find. T-H-E-R-E-E apostrophe S-N-O. You know, I didn't want to do something like that. I just wanted something that looks nice and that flows simply, that you can just follow while watching and listening to the song. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. I saw a lot of you listen to the song this morning midnight, and I saw all of your replies and quote retweets and subtweets and untagged tweets as well. I was there. I saw it all. when I woke up at like 4 a.m. So I immediately slept last night once I finished the Grand Mecha Chameleon collab. And then when I woke up, that's when I saw everything. Yeah, I saw everything. Absolutely everything that there is to see, I saw. But yeah, today we're gonna be talking about a little bit more about the song, and also, guys, can somebody explain what these gifts are now? I don't understand. What are jewels? How am I supposed to think about these? Is jewels like, what is that in super chat terms? Is that even, I guess they're bits, but what is that in super chat terms? I don't understand. It's Twitch bits, but with animations? I wonder, so how much is 1,000 jewels? Is that like a membership or something? Huh? The TikTokification of YouTube, yeah. But I am enjoying the animations. Like sometimes there's Watage, sometimes there's fireworks. But yeah. But thank you, Nikki D. Thanks so much for the finger puppet. Thank you. NW Bera. Thank you so much for the shadow puppet. Thank you. And also thank you for the fireworks, Nikki D, Saf Green, New Rivera. Thank you for the fireworks. Peep poop cat. Congrats on the new song. That was fire. Thank you. Rookie learner, Octavio, amazing work with your new song. Love it. Thank you. Crisscross, thank you for the jewels. I'm so confused. Like sent star for. Okay. I thought you sent jewels, but you sent a star for jewels, something like that. Cat Thistles, always the maestro proves why he's the master. Outstanding song to go with a gorgeous new outfit. Congratulations on the 2 victories, Octavio. Yes. Now, how do we go higher from here? How do we get even higher than the peak already? New outfit plus original song. What's higher than that? New outfit plus solo live. Ooh. I'm not gonna promise anything because I literally cannot promise anything. But you know, the future is bright. Rookie learner. Wait. Oh yeah, Octavio. That was your vocals always so cool. Also love the new look. That's a very beautiful hairpin and brooch. Thank you. My jersey for the heart. Thank you for the heart. Arvu, ready na siya for mature roles. Amazing work. Never expected anything less from Octavio. Thank you for the shadow puppet. Lazy Squid, hello. Congrats on the new outfit. Looks so pretty. Your new song sounds so good too. I'm always blown away by how beautiful your is. I look forward to more content from you. Lazy Squid, I still need to draw your puppet. I just got super busy leading up to the outfit release. Like I have so many like projects and events, event things that I'm working on. Like the was it announced already? The oh boy, was it announced that I have a little what? Oh boy, no, do not, no. Was it announced? I think it was announced, right? The petite meet and greet, petite, right? Yeah, that was announced. I know it's announced. Yeah. So I have that. I'm still thinking about that as well. But all of the other stuff got like pushed away because I was working on the release plan for this and making sure, because the music video was done 2 days before now. Yeah, 2 days before now. And so we were working on that and making sure everything, there was a lot of like back and forth to make sure that it looks good. And even like the starting soon animation, right? Was delivered 2 days ago, and yeah. So all of the other stuff was pushed away to make way for the outfit reveal, and also my brain space. My brain can only hold one big thing at a time, and that was the outfit reveal. So yeah, cool. But also I'm lying because while I was working also on the outfit reveal, I was working on something else. Now, how would I describe it? If this song, new original song, was called Project Voidshine, what was I working on this past week? 2 weeks. while I was away and not streaming too much. Huh? What should we call it? What should I call it? Let me bring up my notes here. Whatchamacallit? Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna call it Project Fastidious Justice. Project Fastidious Justice. Cool name, right? Cool name. Project Fastidious Justice. And, you know, and there are a bunch of other things being cooked that some of you know, some of you don't. Project Fastidious Justice. You don't know what it is. Could it be a song? You don't know. Could it be something else? You don't know. Project Fastidious Justice. But we focus on Project Voidshine, which is this, actually. This new original song that I just released. Now, I was, until the very last minute, I didn't really know, like, what to call this song. Initially, I wanted to call it, The Void and the Shine, right? The Void and the Shine. But for some reason, I was like, bro, this sounds like a... If it's called The Void and the Shine, it sounds like a VTuber song. You know? That's what I felt. It sounds like a VTuber song. I don't want this song to sound like a... When someone sees the title, they're like, oh, this is a song for nerds for sure. What does that even mean? Right? Void and Shine. Ugh. Pass. Right? So instead, I wanted to get something that's more relatable. Relatable in a way. Like when you read it, you're kind of like, ooh, what? Ooh, that's kind of, you know, tear you apart. Yeah. But yeah, Project Voidshine was a cool name for the project. That's what I named, like, the, you know, when I'm working on a song, I have like a working title for it. The Project Voidshine, because I don't decide on the name until like the very last part. So my files are like 2026 July something Voidshine. You know, the date of the last time I saved it, and then Voidshine. And then by the end, that's when I decide the title. And that I settled upon Tear You Apart because it's the hook, right? It's the hook of the song. Watch me tear you apart. I also checked on YouTube if there are other Tear You Apart songs. There are, of course. And that's like the downside of having a more normal phrase for a title, but that's okay. Yeah, Beto said that he thought I covered Tear You Apart by, what was the name? She Wants Revenge, something like that? Yeah. Tear You Apart sounds very at home here in South... Salvaging kita! Salvaging kita! Sasalvaging kita! Yeah. So, this song has been in the works since... God, let me... I know when this song was in the works. Beginning of this year. You know how? You know why? You know when? Where? So, remember, I contacted Enna Alouette to collab on Jane Doe, right? And then I was mixing Jane Doe with Enna Alouette's vocals and stuff. And I was getting done with it. And then all I could think about was, God, I want to make a song that's like Jane Doe. Yeah. That's basically the whole thing that started this thing here. I really didn't plan for it. I wanted to have an original song for my third outfit, but I didn't make this with the intention of it being the third outfit song. I just wanted a song that sounds like Jane Doe. But then, you know, the outfit designs came out and was finalized, and I was like, this can work as a third outfit song. So here is how the song started. Do you know the very first, like, dun 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 dun. You know that little piano riff at the beginning? So that's how I started the song. It was morning, and I think I had just like 1 hour to work. I just had 1 hour to work on a song or something. And I was just playing random things on the piano. And then I looked up Jane Doe. Why is it so cool sounding? Because Jane Doe isn't in a typical 4/4 time register. It's in a weird like 6/4 time register. And I thought it was like, is Jane Doe waltzy? And then I had to like research what the difference is between a 3/4 register and a 6/4 register. And 3/4 is more waltzy sounding, while 6/4 has a different kind of feel to it. And that's what you feel when you listen to Jane Doe. And so I was like, okay, let's put 6/4 into Ableton and see what we can make. And then I was just pressing random keys, and then that just came out. I think I did that like 3 times, maybe 3 to 4 times, like dun, 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 dun. And then the one that you hear was already basically the final one after like 4 times of like experimenting, right? And that became the basis of the whole song. It's from that riff that the whole song sprung out from. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. In fact, when I made that riff, that piano riff, I think I just had that riff for like 2 to 3 weeks just sitting there. Because I really didn't plan on making anything of it. And then when I went back to it, I was like, this is actually pretty cool. Let's add some chords under it. Let's add some stuff to it. You know? And this is also the first song that I made, including Octavio's Puppet Show, including It Is I, including Jutai, including Cold Blue, where the chords aren't just 4 chords over and over. I think the main like verse chords were 8 chords, and then there's 8 chords again for the chorus, I think. And then the bridge is another 8 chords. And they're all different. They're all pretty different from each other. Or maybe the verse and the chorus share the same chords, but the bridge has its own like 8 chord progression. Yeah. And so that's pretty cool. I had fun doing that. Now, I plan on doing a membership stream to break down like all the stems and all the decisions and all the little flourishes that I added in there. And one of the things you will notice, like in the song itself, you remember in Jane Doe, you hear that little kind of like that sound in Jane Doe. It's, you know, that was I kind of made my own for this song, right? I have my own version of that. And it's so good. Yeah, the slides. And none of that is, I tried to make it sound like a guitar, but it's still like a synth. It's just a very distortion-y synth. I tried experimenting with it to make it like gritty and, yeah, so cool, so cool. But yeah, let's go through some messages here. Simi Summoner, Simi Smain, congrats on the new song. You keep outdoing yourself. We love to see it. Thank you. Saf Green, thank you for Stock Puppet. Congrats on the new song. Really loving your originals. Truly peak. Yes, it was peak. when I was making the song, the first version of it, God, I can't wait to do the membership stream and show you. I want to show you like even the early versions of the song. Like the melody, the vocal melodies I had for the early versions were different. Like the pre-chorus sounded different completely. The ending didn't have that repeat at the end with the every mask, every scar, give me all that you are. It just ended like at the very, like a normal chorus. And it's, it's, then when I was making the song, I actually didn't like it while I was making it. I was like, this is too slow and too repetitive, you know, because the chorus repeats like 3 times, and because they're like 8 chord patterns, it's so long, right? But then the day that I tweeted that was like, oh my God, I'm banging my head to this song, is when suddenly the song started clicking. You know, I was adding elements here and there and changing things up, and suddenly it clicked, especially when I added that very last part at the very end, which is the every mask, every scar, give me all that you are. Bam, 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 bam. Watch me tear you up. Bam. Yeah. So good. So honestly, when I was making this song, it sprung out from this. I wanted to make something like Jane Doe, right? But eventually, what happens with me so far when I make music is I start with like an inspiration of a song. For example, Cold Blue was Multo and Dilao, and in this case was Jane Doe. But that's just the beginning of it. But after I take inspiration from the beginning, when I make music, sometimes my brain just goes on autopilot and everything just flourishes from there. It becomes something different completely. Even I don't know what I'm making when I'm making the song. Right? Remember how I described it before? Was the way I feel like when making music is the music already exists. Like the music already exists and I'm just unveiling it. I'm just kind of unveiling it. Unveiling all the pieces of it. Like it's already there in the universe. I just need to remove the veil. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm making exactly. Then suddenly it's a 5-minute song. So now I also wanted this song to be quite just directly. I want it to sound sexy. I want it to sound sexy. I want it to sound sultry. This was the peak of my music is my BFE era. Remember that? I was like, music is my BFE. When I had that thought, that was exactly when I was making this song. I wanted to sound schmexy, seductive. And I think the main identity of the song relies on the slides. Because in my mind, something that sounds sexy in a song are slides. There's no secret to find, the void and the shine. Then you also hear that in the instrumental behind it. Like, I tried a new technique where I press a chord and then I manually just like transpose it down with a slide thing. It goes like to the next chord, then it goes up to the next. And I think that's the main identity of this song. It's the slides. Because that is what's sexy in my mind. It's kind of like a James Bond type of deal, right? When you listen to a James Bond song, they're always like, James Bond. They're always like that, right? James Bond. Yeah. Let the sky... I'm not going to sing it. I can't sing it. Or else they'll still be unarchived. Skybound. You know that stuff. Yeah, I keep thinking of James Bond. So, funny enough, Jane Doe, James Bond, the inspirations of this song. in a way. But also, I needed to make the lyrics as well. I needed to write the lyrics. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened when I was writing this. I wrote the lyrics for this in like one session. Like all of it. I wrote all of it in one just super focused session. And the theme that I wanted to have for the song is this. Because I knew that the third outfit was gonna get a mask. And there's always this concept of the viewer kind of removing the mask and seeing what's beneath, right? And that's where I got the idea of this, the void and the shine. The main imagery I wanted to have was the light and dark. That's peak Kingdom Hearts, right? Light and dark. But then light and dark just wouldn't work with the lyrics. And then suddenly I was like, what's something dark? A void. Yeah, a void. Then what's something light? Bright? And I was like, shine. I was like, that sounds super cool. Void and the shine? I was like, what? The void and the shine? I don't think I've ever heard that before. Maybe it is. Maybe there is something out there that kind of changed light and dark to void and shine. But then I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I used it in the song. Is this perfect? Because there's no secret to find. The void and the shine. I was like, wow, it's perfect. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's better for us to just do this like bit by bit, huh? Let's do it bit by bit. Let's do like a reaction type of video. Shall we? Thank you. Now for the vertical peeps. Vertical peeps, the video is so small. It's way up there. It's so small. Okay. So let's see if you can hear this. You can see it, right? Okay. God, the art for this, Mythmaru, by the way, who made the art. I found them actually through that Twitter account called Artist Rex. I found them through Artist Rex. And for the longest time, that account hasn't shown up on my Twitter. And then they suddenly showed up like a week ago or something. I've been trying to look for that account for so long. I didn't even know what the name was. But I remember clicking on one of the recommendations and I saw this guy. And then I lost the account that it came from. And then recently they came up again. I guess it's because Flayon followed them. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to let you go. I'm going to follow you now. Yeah. Then they tweeted that. I was like, what? Okay. So, and now I was scrolling through. There's so many artists there that have commissions up. And I was like, yes. Yes. Thank you. So Mythmaru made this art, by the way. And I think the main, I think they make art of like Kuzuha, some Jujutsu Kaisen art or something. But what I saw was that they were really good at male designs and male illustrations. And that's really what I'm trying to find. There's so much like good artists who can do like super cute like female illustrations, but I for some reason have a hard time finding people who do really nice, handsome male illustrations. Maybe because I am a male, and so Twitter is like, I'm gonna serve you female pictures because that's what you like. And you know what? Fair. So, to the females out there, can you please send me to the females out there? Send me your male FYP recommendations. Okay, females, thank you. Hey, Sarugaku Leon. Oh no. Oh no, to the females out there. Hey, females. Welcome. We're just going through my new song. We're going through it like bit by bit. and reacting to it. So stop saying female. It's a word. It's a hey, females. Okay. You know what? Funny. I remember me and Ruse when we were in Japan. We were talking about the word, like the etymology of the word female. While we were just walking just randomly. Because male and female, right? And I think he was talking like, what was the etymology of female? Wasn't there like a wolf or something? I don't know if that wolf. I don't remember. Etymology. I forgot. It's a combination of two words. I think I already talked about this. If I remember correctly, it's a no. Is it weird or was it werewolf? Was it werewolf? Maybe it's werewolf. Like I don't remember. I don't remember. I do remember talking about it. Yeah, Whiffman. Oh, it's wife. Whiffman and Weirman. Yes. That's what we were talking about on the streets of Japan. Yeah. Whiffman and Weirman. So what was that about again? Whiffman and Weirman. What was it? Whiffman and Weirman. 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 So Whiffman evolved into it's woman and man. While Weirman or were. So that's why it's a werewolf, a man wolf. Okay, let's go back to the song. Anyway, thank you, Mythmaru, for the great art. So good. Like they first like sent over a sketch, right? And the sketch was a sketch, a typical sketch, right? It's like he sent a sketch. You know that meme where it's sketch and then the rest of the owl. Draw the outline of the owl and then draw the rest of it. You know, that's what happened. He sent the sketch. I was like, okay, it's a sketch. And then the next version he sent over, perfection. It's just this. Like I think the sketch he sent didn't even have like a cool expression like this. It was just, this is roughly where the eyes are and this is roughly where the mouth is. Right. And then the next version, perfection. Hot, handsome, sultry, sexy. Thank you. Also, Shin cooked this like picture kind of thing going on, like a 10. What do you call this? 120 film with 120 film. I love that so much. I didn't even give too much direction for this. I just gave like a reference video for the mood of it. I think I sent one of Hakos Bale's music videos as just like, I wanted to kind of feel and look like this. Because, you know, I was thinking of a red aesthetic. And I was like, who's someone red that I know? Not Gerard, not Ruse, Hakos Bales. And I sent one video of like, this is a really cool like aesthetic. Don't copy like the Japanese aesthetic of it. Don't copy like the rat aesthetic of it. I just really like how red it is. You know? Do that. Yeah. Does the ERB count as red? Yeah. It count as red. But not Gerard or Ruse. No. So yeah, that riff that I was talking about, that was like the first part of the song that I made, and I stewed upon that for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then I built upon it. In the dark, all the lights know my name. So that's a cool thing. In the dark, all the lights know my name, because when I was writing this, I was imagining the ballroom of this masquerade, right? The ballroom of this masquerade. and all the lights are darkened, and kind of like all the lights are darkened, right? But then there are spotlights that kind of train, that kind of point at me on the stage. So it's kind of like all the lights know my name because the lights are all pointing at me, and all the audience is all looking at me as well on the stage of the ballroom thing, right? Your eyes fall on the bright sides of me, because you look at this idol, this masked idol, and you're like, oh, they're so beautiful, they're so nice and radiant, because that's what you want to see. That's, oh, wow, so shiny. Huh? And typical, right? Typical where you see all the nice shiny parts of that person, and you're wondering, I wonder if there's something beneath all that. Like, I wonder who they are. Like, when they're not in idol mask mode. And you fantasize about how they are not when they're not on the stage. And you fantasize about being part of that, about reaching that, the version of your idol that is not on the stage. See, did you hear the thing in the background with the instrumental being it's a little chord slide thing going on, and also a riser as well. And so the masked idol is like, yeah, go and reach out your hand if you dare. Oh, and you also hear the Jane Doe thing, like, I really like this line because you can take it in different ways. You're not the first soul to try, cut, to beg, cut, or to see. Or you can take it like first soul to try, to beg to see. Kind of like that. I mean, the grammar is weird, but creative writing, right? You're not the first soul to try or to beg to see. I want to see what's beneath. Kind of like that. Oh, I love this line so much because this kind of ties a little bit of that. I still kind of wanted to have the little puppeteer thing, but the whole concept about this masquerade idol is that's why you don't see the strings that bind anywhere. It's because I'm trying to obscure that. Like in this place in South Elysium, no one knows me. They only know me as the masquerade idol. Now, the reason why, again, I can't tell you right now. We're not at that part of the story yet. But consider this like, what do you call this? In medias res. In medias res, in the middle of things. Consider this that type of storytelling. In medias res. And so this is kind of like that, the thread thing. You're pulling on that thread. And oh, so good. Now, the initial version of this, the melody for this is like, darling, pull on that thread, and I'll watch as you bleed. And then I was just conceptualizing, just singing over and over. I had this on loop. And then I was like, pull on that thread, and I'll watch as you... That's... Oh! So good. I was like, Octavio, you're a genius. How did you think of that? And I'll watch as you bleed. Ooh. And I think when I made this as the melody for these lyrics, that's when I was like, oh, this song is turning into something cool. Because suddenly, because the first parts are very simple, right? But then suddenly, and I'll watch as you bleed. And also just the feeling of the, and I'll watch as you bleed. The feeling of singing the bleed, just feels nice. And then you connect it with a pull on that thread, and while you're pulling the thread, you're bleeding. You're hurting yourself in a way. Of course, this, like I said, I just want it to be sexy. I just wanted this feeling of like you can't help but fall to your knees, like, right? The deeper you go, the deeper you learn about the person behind the mask, right? The faster you fall on your knees. I was having a hard time here. Fall on your knees or fall to your knees. And I was just like, it could be either or, but I'm just gonna go on your knees, whatever. Because if you lyrically, right, if it's fall to your knees, you disconnect from fall. You fall, then you kind of disconnect because you need another consonant. Fall to your knees. It's kind of it's kind of weird. But on, you get a straight line from fall to your. Fall on your knees. Compared to fall to your knees. There's a disconnect there. So the flow is fall on your knees. It's much better. So yeah, there's no secret to find. The void and the shine by perfect design. Now this, you can take this different ways. You can take it literally. That maybe the person that you see on the stage with the mask and the beauty, right? If you remove all of it, he's still just still beautiful and radiant and shiny, right? Maybe that's from the perspective of the viewer. Like you're sure that if you remove everything, it's still just perfect, right? But it can also be from the perspective of the singer, where you're convincing them that there's no difference between the void and the shine. There's no difference. I mean, you're convincing them or you're lying. You're lying to them. Like Octavio's lying to them. Who knows, right? Or maybe you're convincing yourself that there is no difference with your idol on stage and your idol off stage, at home, right? Then I really like this part. I just wanted to add like a little, not really a call and response, but I just wanted to make things more varied instead of just having just a main vocal all the time. Just add like a little thing in the back. And also, in a way, right? Maybe that thought that there's no difference between the void and the shine to some people might be disappointing. Maybe you wanted there to be something underneath everything. Maybe you want there to be a different person underneath the idol facade that you can be like privileged to reach, right? Who knows? And now the thought of this is like, I asked the question, right? Do you still want to cross the line? Do you still want to cross the line? I'm giving you like a question, a choice. But, I refute that in the next layer again. I mean, the next lyric where, nope. From the moment you laid your eyes on the bright sides of me, you are mine from the start. So you are helpless. You come bleed out your heart. Because when you approach, you bleed, right? So come and bleed out your heart while I tear you apart. And you watch as I tear you up. Holy crap. You watch willingly as I tear you apart. Now, tear you apart, basically, it's also a reference to puppets. I can just tear them apart, right? I can just disassemble them, assemble them, and tear them apart. Limbs so limber. Right? Also, you can see here there's a big difference. There's a big change in this one. Even the drums are different here. Like the drums here are then I change it a little bit. I don't know, I just felt fancy here. I just felt like, you know what, let's just add some sauce. Let's add sauce here. Let's just do a little post-chorus pared down percussion break. And then let's go back to the verse. And then also in the background. Did it change time signatures? No, the time signature is still the same. It's just that the beat kind of emphasizes different parts from compared to like the past chorus that you've heard. What did I say here? In the dark, I hear your prayers, right? So it's basically the same thing. Lights are out in the ballroom. Lights are trained on the masquerade idol. And in the dark, I hear them. So in the beginning, it was more just kind of grounded. You know, you're in a ballroom, right? You're in the ballroom and then you're watching the masquerade idol. Fine. But then for the second verse, I wanted to kind of delve deeper into a more scary area because now we're talking about worship. I wanted to delve a bit more into the weirder, darker, deeper side of it, right? It's not just looking. They're worshiping now, right? This was the hardest line to write. This took so long for me to think about. Like, even the structure of this phrase isn't typical. The sweet pull of your need. It's kind of like how is it in news writing? It's better to say he kicked the ball than saying the ball was kicked, right? You prefer the direct action rather than the passive action. I think that active versus passive. Now this, to relate to that, kind of feels passive in that it's kind of flipped. The sweet pull of your need kind of feels like that. So it was difficult to write, but you know, it's creative writing, so whatever, right? If it sounds good to you, to me, I'm like, okay, it's fine. It also conveys the message I want to get here. There we go. So, and also, of course, I always had this idea in my mind that I kind of always just really want to be a vampire. I kind of really want to be a vampire. So now we talked about worship. Now we're talking about hunger. So this thought, it's self-explanatory, right? Just the thought of you needing the masquerade idol kind of fills me, you know, fills the masquerade idol, satisfies, gives satiety. Thank you, Edward Cullen. I kind of really want to be a vampire. This was the last line that I wrote. I didn't know what to put here. I skipped this part and went to the other parts first. And that's when I got clarity for what I wanted to put here. For this one, I wanted to so we were going deeper, right? We were talking about worship. Now we're talking about hunger, as if I'm a vampire. Now this one is where this feels like the closest you'll ever be. You know, it can work different ways. What does it mean? Your lips tremble, but I'll keep them still. Does it mean I'll just put my pinky finger on your lip to stop? Or is it the What does it mean? It's up to you. Now, you might have noticed here, the timing of these lyrics in this second part is different. And I just wanted to be like, let's add more sauce and just make things different. It's the same chorus, but the entrance of the lines has a different timing. I don't know if you'll notice here. To me, go and reach out your... How do I know? Let's... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? Now this next one is a bit different. Where was it? Where is it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The go happened like at around the 2 instead of at the end of the 3. It happened at the somewhere between 1 and 2 instead of after the 3 at the actual start of the bar. So there is a difference to it. Now this, it goes back to the normal one. Then it becomes different here again, I think. Yeah, it becomes different again. And of course, it's a second pre-chorus, so you need to change it just a little bit. So instead of the deeper you go, it goes, the deeper you go. Then that high note was just me being self-indulgent. I was like, you know what, let's just go high. Now, the original version of this is even higher. I experimented so much with the second pre-chorus. I think for this one I was like, and I'll watch as you bleed. I think it went something like that. And I'll watch as you bleed, or something like that. I'm hopefully I can show it to you in the membership breakdown of the stems. But when I was listening to it, I was like, this is too much. It's too much. Let's just bring it back down again. Okay, let's just repeat this one and let's just change the actual intro to the chorus. But this was supposed to be and I'll watch as you bleed, and I'll watch as you bleed. I don't know. I still had to be self-indulgent. I still had to do the knees, Yeah. Urge to write a ballroom scene when I view to do it. Hey, is that Cedric? Bruh, I'm saying Cedric properly. I was like Cedric, but last night I was like, si Cedric! Then someone said in chat, yung pagsabi na Cedric, parang kaklase lang ah. The way you said Cedric was like you're just classmates. Like, si Cedric! Sinong wala? Si Cedric! It's the same, but it's different. But I'm saying it properly. Cedric. So here I brought back the sauce that I put in the post-chorus. And now this one is interesting, actually. Because what is this scene? This seems to be a completely separate scene from the ballroom that we were just in. with the Masquerade Idol. You're convinced, right? You're convinced the Masquerade Idol, nothing different between the void and the shine, and they're like, you know what? You're mine from the start. Watch, we tear you apart. And they're so self-confident in who they are that they're just perfect. There's nothing that shakes them. But for some reason, in this bridge, right? I also do some other tricks here where I bring down the frequency, the top frequency. So it's more like lo-fi retro sounding. It's not as, yeah, I basically shave off the top frequency. So it's more, I guess, muddy, so to speak. You can hear it. Like it's an old radio, you know? And also, I had this changed to black and white. Because, like in the beginning, you're like, this Masquerade Idol probably doesn't need me. I mean, they just like the feeling of you liking him, and they feed on that. They're feeding on it. It's not like this some sort of need to be loved or anything, right? But then suddenly this bridge, you cast doubt on that suddenly. Because what is this? You're thinking of me? Huh? The ghost of your touch. Thank you, Multo. Thank you, Multo. The ghost of your touch, because their touch isn't there. There's just a ghost there of a possible touch by somebody, by you, the viewer. And what do you think of that? You, the viewer, if you touch him, he loses control because of you? My idol, my Masquerade Idol thinks of me that way? Oh my god. Out of sight? So when I was writing this, I was imagining, like, imagine Final Fantasy 16. You know, the lighting in the evening with the moon out? And then imagine you're in like a top of a tower of your castle, and you have like a window at the moon, you know? And then you imagine Octavio in a nightgown sleeping, and you know, I'm stuck with you. Really? Morning arrives, so this is what I was thinking, right? I was imagining the evening in that high part of the castle. And then morning arrives. You know, I wake up. And of course, you're not by my side, right? So I'll find you beneath all the lights. That means like the stage. The place where we always meet. The stage. Where all the lights know my name. Now, here's the thing, right? Yeah, maskless as well, maskless. Now, here's the thing. That whole bridge, is it real? Or is it another ploy by the Masquerade Idol to pull you in? Is it another ploy to get you to come close to me, to come bleed out your heart, right? Who knows? It's up to you. What do you think? Now, this is a crazy thing that I found out here. Now, the chords here for the bridge, because, you know, when you work in a key, in a scale, there are chords that just make sense in the scale, right? But I actually experimented with chords here that are not in the scale, right? There are chords here that are not in the scale. I think the last chord here in this bridge is not in the scale. And then I was expecting when the chorus hits, it's going to be the same. But for some reason, because the chord before the first chord of the final chorus was not in the scale, I don't even know the technical term for that. When I was singing it normally, it didn't work. Like, it had a different feel to it, even if the chord in the chorus was the same. Like, someone mentioned in a reply or tweet somewhere that, oh, the chord change in the chorus was so good, but there was no chord change. It's the same chord, but for some reason, because the chord before it in the bridge was quite different, the entrance for the same chord kind of, you have to have a different approach to it. See? Why did it feel major suddenly? It kind of feels major because of the chord before it. I was like, what? But it's the same chord. I don't understand as well at all. Because when I'm making this, right, I'm not like playing it over and over. You know, once I made the first chorus, I just copy pasted that to the second and the third chorus. It's all just copy pasted. But for some reason, it changed on the last chorus. So, no idea. No idea. I just had to improvise with the vocals. But the heart understands. Yes, exactly. Cedric, the heart understands. Music theory happened. I don't know what the theory was, but it happened. And I just had to adapt to it. Cedric. Also, I think I added like an electric guitar strum here for this final chorus. I don't know if you hear it, but I feel like it's there just in spirit. It's there, you can kind of hear it in spirit. Also, you might have noticed my delivery for, where was it? See? It's a different delivery from the first Secret to Find. See, the first one is a more cleaner find. It's like placed the same all throughout. But the second one is different. Because, you know, maybe you're uncovering a bit more about him. Maybe you're uncovering more of the imperfections about him. And basically, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to sound like Ado a little bit. In this part, I kind of want to do a little Ado. You know? Secret to find. I can't do it right now. I didn't vocalize. Can I do it? There's no secret to find. I like that. Find. No, if I wanted to go even further, but there's no secret to find. To find the void and the shine. Yeah, kind of like that. I did a little Ado. There's no secret to find. I do that too. Ciao. See? The start starts as an O sound, start, and then goes like, start. Oh, here we go. Now this one was like just a very last minute addition because I was missing like the factor at the end. Otherwise, it was just about to end. But then I was like, what was that thing that songs do where they kind of repeat, but they don't repeat the whole thing? They just repeat like the final 2 phrases of it, right? And so I just did it again. I literally just copy pasted. I copy pasted the last 2 phrases, and then thought of lyrics at the very end. Woo! When I was making that, I was literally just on a feverish daze. I was just clicking all the buttons on my keyboard. This would sound good. This would sound good next. Then start recording. Record. Remove. Then remove the sounds in the right before the drop here. And they'll watch me tear it apart. Remove it. Record it. Remove it. And then it worked. Oy, Cedric! Magpunas ka. Punas. Punas. Ooh, a little unmasked picture there. I'll be sharing the art also in membership as well as the a cappella. Now, of course, right? You also heard like the background vocals in the whole thing, right? Funny thing about the background vocals was it's very imperfect. The background vocals are very imperfect. In fact, for the background vocals, I didn't manually tune them at all. What I did for the background vocals, you know what I did? I auto-tuned them. And what's cool is that when I auto-tuned them, right? They did weird things. They did weird things to the tuning of my voice. I didn't auto-tune them hard. I didn't be like, oh, it's not O-Pain. But they did like some slides that I didn't even know that I would have done. You can hear it somewhere. Let's see. Do you hear that? Art. Right? I think I didn't do. I don't think I did that, to be honest. But when I applied the auto tune, it just did a start. And then when I had everything done, in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm gonna now start tuning the background vocals. I'm gonna start tuning them and cleaning them up. Okay. But then I was already listening to it and I was like, what if I mess it up? What if by me re-recording them and fixing them in another way, what if I mess the sound up? Because I already really like how it sounds. And so I kept them. And that is in line with what I keep saying to you recently, is that maybe sometimes don't overcook. Sometimes don't overthink it. You know? Maybe the first version that you really like, maybe that's it. You know? Maybe you'll just do bad if you keep overcooking and you're like, what am I doing anymore? So yeah, I just kept it. And then I was quite afraid when I sent this to the mastering engineer in Cover, because I was afraid they'd be like, Octavio-san, this sucks. But what did they say? They said something here. Let me. Actually felt good with what they sent me as feedback. Let's see. What did they say again? Let's go way back up. I think they sound like Octavio-san. I'm surprised. I didn't know you could also make a song that sounds like this. You know, I thought you can only do like Batsu songs. I thought you could only do Batsu songs, bro. You can do serious songs for serious people? Wow. There we go. I've listened to the track and wow, I had no idea you could create music in this style too. It is incredibly immersive and the vibe fits the world of your new outfit absolutely perfectly. I was deeply moved. In particular, your high notes sound amazing and feel so satisfying to listen to. It really touches the heart. Now, can you please fix all of this? Now, can you please fix all of this laundry list of things that make it bad? No, they didn't say that. Of course, they didn't say that. They had like, of course, they had to. They pointed out some effects that I had on some instruments and vocals that muddied up everything. I had to carve out a bunch of frequencies to make room for a bunch of vocals. Basically, what I'm saying is the first version of this was good, but I definitely needed some guidance. I definitely needed some guidance of what parts needed to be like toned down a bit to make room for the main vocal, because at some point a lot of these effects and all of these background vocals and all that stuff were kind of all just fighting with each other for space. And so they were like, yes, you need to turn this down, this down. Yeah. So thank you, mastering engineer at Cover. I don't know who they are, but in-house. That's if it's done in-house, we basically just say in-house. But I wish we could just know who they are, or and they made this person with this name did this. But in this case, mastering engineer at Cover. Like, for example, right, my outfit. My current outfit here was made by Nakdi. Wait, I'm not super sure about honorifics for Korean in the Korean language, but I saw people saying Nakdinim or something like that. Is that appropriate for me to say? Because if it's like Japanese, it's much easy, san, because I'm a freaking weeb, right? Nakdinim. Okay, Nakdinim. Nakdinim. Thank you so much, Nakdinim, for my new outfit. Thank you. Oh, it's like sun in Korean. Okay, that's good to know. I wonder if we have notes here from Nakdi about the process of it. Let's see. Oh, it's funny when we were conceptualizing this and we got like the pretty much close to final illustration. I think Honkai Star Rail released a character or revealed a character that was also peacock themed with strings. And Mana-san sent that. Interestingly, this character just released. I was like, what? The timing. Yeah. So that's how long this design was finished. It was around that time. So that was December of last year. Like this recent December. I was a surprise. But yeah, Nakdinim, thank you so much for this design. And the rig was done in-house. Yeah, I was asking Mane-san who did the rig, and apparently it was done in-house. So thank you, in-house riggers at Cover Corporation. Thank you. Because the rig is wonderful, actually. I really love the rig. Yeah. So I'm gonna guess it's the same people who did the rig of like the suits, the Tempest suits, right? So thank you, Cover Rig Sans. And yeah, for the outfit, let's see. Let's see if I have any early design documents here. I had a bunch of like references from Pinterest. God, I need to pee. Can I pee? I'm gonna pee. Okay. Pee.
Oi! Peacock. Peacock. Hello. I was looking for oh yeah, I literally the first message here in my third outfit channel, right? Is Jelly made the third outfit channel, and then the first comment of it is Octavio. So there is a future out there where my third outfit is a Octavio outfit. Yeehaw. And immediately I was like, can I get an outfit by the artist for Plave? I honestly I just kind of said it as I was not expecting anything, right? Because, you know, I really like Plave. I really love their stuff. And you know, if someone who designed or who I don't know if they completely designed Plave or what part of Plave that they designed, was it their outfits or the actual like faces and stuff like that. But you know, when I did some research, Nakdinim was the one people credited for the Plave designs. You know, they designed a boy group like that, and they're gonna be great with like nice and pretty male designs, you know? And I found out they also did a project with HOLOSTARS JP. So it's not like we don't have contact with them, right? So I even sent Jellimania the link for the HOLOSTARS JP collab that they did. And Jelly was like, "Okay, I'm gonna send a message then with their concept." Cool. And then a few weeks later? Just a few weeks later. Yeah, just a few weeks later, it was like, "Okay, we got the artist." We go, "Oh, okay. Oh, really? They agreed to it?" I was like, "Oh, all right, nice." And okay, and then Jelly was like, "Okay, cook a concept and references." So that's cool. Oh, look at this. So my initial concept is Masquerade Idol. I sent this on May 2025. Masquerade Idol. A mysterious performer is invited to a masquerade ball to perform. He is referred to as the idol. Can be idol, the typical idol, or like religious idol like. Then basically also has a phantom thief angle, as he's here to infiltrate this place. Ooh. I want it to be very South Elysian themed. And interestingly, I added here. I was like, and I was thinking of my initial kind of concept was something like batik. You know? Do you know that thing? Batik? The kind of patterning? The pattern thing? I don't know where that is originated from. Is it from Indonesia? Batik, yeah. I kind of wanted to combine batik with a peacock. with a peacock kind of theme because I love the colors. Right? So cool. Wait, I have a design document here. Let me check it out. Keywords: idol, peacock, thief, vintage. A short bob cut type of hairstyle with different bangs from the original look. Keep elements of the braids. Face a toggle reminiscent of that of a peacock or black swan. Body, an outfit fit for an idol who performs beautifully and shines on stage with a vintage feel to it. Lots of details in the top half of the outfit as it's the part that will be mostly seen on stream, like ruffles and Swarovski type crystals. Would prefer it to be colorful rather than black or white this time around, but a color that complements Octavio's hair. Then I sent a bunch of references and just described what I liked about them. This is what I like about this. I don't like this about this design, but I like this part. And this part. I like this part. Like, I saw a cool reference even of my pants. The very super ruffled pants with ribbons and stuff like that. Super cool. Yeah. Got the Swarovskis. And I put here, Taylor Swift is my favorite artist, and her suits always have crystals all over them. I would love to have a reference to this in the outfit. Maybe elements of it adorned in small crystals that catch light. Then I have a picture of Taylor Swift in the pink sparkly outfit that she has. Pink sparkly like coat and boots. Yeah. I'd like the neck and chest area to be a little more exposed this time, but not too much. I'd also like some type of choker. Cool. Pose asymmetrical default pose this time. A small lean to one side, right? Toggles holding an old retro mic. And yeah. That's the little design doc I have. And then they just went to the races and designed it all. Yeah, the mic is really cool too. Actually, you know what? I don't know what happened, but I initially intended my first mic? I intended my first mic to be like this, actually. Like the old retro kind of mic. But for some reason, it became a dynamic mic, which was nice. But something got lost in translation there. Something got lost in translation where it wasn't a retro mic anymore. It became just a normal dynamic mic. So, but that was fine. I mean, it's nice. So I really wanted to finally get this. Finally. Now, if I had one regret about this outfit is that I wish I asked for more toggles. Like that's what I felt when I was watching Gerard's outfit reveal. He has so many toggles. And he had the foresight to use it all up. In my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm going to save, maybe I'm not going to do too many toggles here so I can have more for the fourth outfit, you know? Oh boy. Oh boy. So we'll see. We'll see what I can squeeze out. We'll see what I can squeeze out. But who knows, right? But still, like I said, the most important thing for us right now in HOLOSTARS is definitely the upcoming concert, right? It's definitely the upcoming concert. And we already announced it, and we have a bunch of plans already set for it. But I hate to... last year, I really made it a point to impart to you guys the importance of our Everglow concert. And you guys showed up, and I made a whole big deal about it because quite literally that was what enabled us to offer you this upcoming concert. Because of your support back then, right? You told the people up there just loudly and clearly that we want another one. And so that directly made this current one, upcoming one, possible. Now, I feel a bit bad because I wish I could tell you that, your efforts in that previous one basically means that we'll have another one and another one. But it's kind of the same deal right now. This upcoming concert is now, after the previous one, the most important thing for us here at HoloStars. This will ensure, like, if we reach our goals for this one, this will ensure that we can get more, that we can hopefully, go back to the way things were, in a sense. Everything hinges literally on this concert, right? I can stop streaming right now and not do anything, right? And it's gonna be whatever, right? Whatever. Let Octavio do whatever he wants. Screw him. But the concert though, yeah. We only care about the concert. So that's kind of the deal, right? So the concert, it's all about the concert. Not all of it, but whatever. It's all about the concert. So, but we have a bunch of things cooking up for you, and we're gonna make sure that the concert is indeed worth your time. Definitely. But yeah, this is another year of this is the most important thing, this concert again, right? I wish we weren't in that position, but that's where we are right now. And so, yeah, who knows? So what I'm saying is, maybe if the concert does extremely well, then another outfit could be a thing. Some merch could be a possibility in the future. Anything's possible when we do well on the things we have, we set these goals for. So, yeah. Like, look at this outfit, bro. I can give you this brooch as merch. I can give you this feather as merch. I can give you this choker as merch. I can give you an EP. If I wanted to, with my few songs that I have. So, yeah. So, the concert is the main thing. And also, there's these other things as well. We had a VP release, all of that. The HoloStars specific stuff. They're the most important for this year, to ensure that we can possibly get more next year and give you more things next year to look forward to. Okay? All right. Aside from the music and the outfit, what is there to look forward to? I don't want to spoil too much. Currently, for now, just enjoy the new song that I have, Tear You Apart, out on streaming services everywhere. Add them to your playlist. Don't just listen. Add it to your playlist. Save it to your playlist. Then listen tomorrow and the next tomorrow, over and over, and enjoy it. And I think you have an idea of what's coming next. Do I really need to say it out loud? That you have an idea of what's coming next, right? In terms of the public stuff, not the Menchie stuff. For Menchie stuff, you have an idea of also what's coming next, right? But I'm just gonna reveal them when it makes sense. Okay? First off, when I'm done with them, and second, when it makes sense. So, what's coming. Starts with an S. Starts with another S. Project Star Shipping. Remember that? You remember that? Huh? Project Star Shipping. Project Osmantha Soup. But for now, Tear You Apart. Listen to it. Watch it. Do whatever you want with it. Listen to the lyrics. Think about the lyrics. Think about how you want your lips to be stopped from trembling. Okay? Okay! But that is it for today. It is time for us to rest and go and eat lunch or do whatever you want for the morning. Tomorrow, I think I'm just gonna take it easy for tomorrow. And then I already have a few plans for next week. So Just wait for the schedule, okay? And for the Menchie Digest, now that I'm done with the outfit reveal, I can finally type that out and release my monthly Menchie Digest as well. Okay? Look forward also to the acapella release, to the T2. I mean, was that a T2? I don't remember, but membership, like breakdown of the stems and stuff, and all that good stuff. Okay? Thank you for watching, everybody. And let's go raid somebody. Who can we raid? Oh, actually, real quick. Thank you, everybody who sent the super chats and the memberships. I'm gonna be reading them after this stream. It's just that it's almost 11 and I need to go, and it's raining super hard, so I'm imagining my day will be pretty weird. So, okay. But let's go raid. But thanks so much for all the support, especially yesterday during the outfit reveal, and now during this post music video reveal as well. Let's go raid Flayon. Okay? All right. And you guys keep safe, okay? It's raining really hard in some places, and it's kind of weird, but okay. Let's stay safe. But let's see each other again and again until infinity. Goodbye!
Just kidding, let me control you.